Pochade box Mark II. So this is my second attempt at a Pochade box, and so here it is under construction and embryonically. Right, okay, so here we go. So this is the box closed, and you can see here I just used, well, in actual fact it's a piece of elastic, or rather inner tube, cycle inner tube, which I cut into a thick rubber band, and I just hook it over the oh, and this is a handle. Nice flat handle, but it pulls out enough for you to get your hands in and hold it, as you can see here. Push it flat, and I'll show you why in a sec. Anyway, there's the elastic band again. It's just fitted over a screw. Oh, and this is a aluminium bracket I've made, and you'll see why that's there. And you can see here we've got a hook and an eye, and I'll show you why that's there. So we have two wing nuts at the side, one to hold the aluminium in the position where it is in now, and one which you'll see in a sec. And at the back I had some rubber feet. I don't know if you just caught that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and underneath, oh, so here's the rubber feet. I've just had to put a spacer to make sure it clears the adapter plate at the bottom. The adapter plate, and you can see there I've fitted a tripod bracket. Now, so that's basically it. So the feet just keep it off the table. So I'm going to unhook this, so unhook that, and same at the other side. It's a bit tricky this because I'm holding the camera with one hand. Anyway, so, and I will take the elastic band, just pull it off the hook, in fact a screw, so slightly protruding screw, so that one's off. So now the box is ready to open, and here we go. So I'm going to drop the front down, and that's why the handle needed to fold flat, because then that keeps out of the way. This opens up, and at the side here is, now this is tricky, I'll just have to undo this so it swings down, undo the bottom one, get it to the right angle, and the slot in the bottom of the aluminium plate should fit in. There it goes, and tighten that up. There's a little bit of movement on here, but not much. So there we are. So that now is held rigidly. One of the big problems with these Pochade boxes is to get that to happen. And here you can see I put a little piece of wood at the bottom so that I can actually put my finger underneath the canvas to lift the canvas up and out of the box, and the canvas fits in a groove in the lid. In fact, there's two canvases. And again, I can put my finger underneath there to help it lift up. This is a 12 by 10 box. These are 12 by 9 canvases. So you can see we've got a bit of a gap at the top. Right, okay, so I make these leaves which just fold out. And here I've got my palette. I'm just using some baking paper held on with a couple of elastic bands. Just put that out of the way for a moment. Inside I've got a side section for paintbrushes and medium. Oh, here I have the elastic band, and here I have a stick to help me, which fits into a little groove there. Can you just see that? So that wedges in there. That's a water bottle. There's no water in it at the moment. And I'll just get some paper kitchen roll out. I'll put a piece of string through, and so that I can hang it on the front like this when I'm outside in the field. I'm showing you this on the table, but it does fit onto a tripod very easily. And here is a rag which I've also got to help clean the brushes, and that can just hook on. Okay, inside I've cut the bottom off another old washing liquid bottle, and it just takes what is it, six or seven tubes of paint. I've also cut little grooves in the top of this so it fits underneath the elastic band at that side, and I put water in that side when I'm using it outside. Okay, so in here, the little side packet, I've got containers for water, and I use the linseed oil. The water-soluble paints I use a water-soluble linseed oil. So here are the brushes as well, and you can see I've got lots of holes around the box. That was mainly to lighten the box because I've had to use quite heavy section wood, but they also are useful for holding the brushes. as you can see here. And if I'm right-handed, so I put the brushes on the left-hand side like that, and they're out of the way. Right, okay, so how do I work? Well, I put some paint onto the baking parchment, or I could put it straight onto the white easel, and I can use this stick to help steady me while I'm painting straight lines, and I can use the different holes to put the stick in. It's quite useful actually, it's something I'd recommend. Right, okay, so what else? Yes, I think that's probably about it. So I'll start to shut it up now. I'll just take the... Oh, I just want to point out these. I put those little wedges on top of the palette because they prevent the paint being smudged when I close the lid. The lid will hit the one at the top and one at the bottom, and it would create a void underneath, so the paint can be kept on for a day or two and be worked on at home after I've been in the field. So I take the container out, I take the brushes, and let's close this thing up. That was just to make it lighter, that pattern on the top. All the time you're fighting weight, so you've got to try and keep the weight down. So there you are, my Pochade box. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to Google John Geekie Art and you'll see more information on my blog.